Ooh, buddy, here with some new products to check out today, guys. I love me some good lights, and these LED strip lights are by Novostella. They're almost 53 feet long. That's a lot of LED lights, so I'm excited to get this guy opened up and just try them out. I've got some ideas of where I might use some strip lights that are 53 feet long. What about you guys? Where might you use these? Comment down below. Really curious to hear your response. Where might you use these guys? And then by the end of this video, I'm going to show you where I put them up and give them a try. So we're going to open this guy up. And again, like I said, these are 53 feet. They are indoor-outdoor lights. You can use them inside if you want, and they're perfectly safe to use outdoors. So let's go ahead and open this guy up, see what we get in the box here. So couple warranty cards here. You can extend your warranty. That's cool. We've got the instruction manual. Always check out the instruction manual, right? Because, hey, you might learn a little something, and, you know, maybe there's some features you don't know about. So I'm going to be checking this out as we get these all set up, too. But definitely check out the manual. Always say that. Always got to say that. Here are the lights themselves. They come on a big reel here. That's a lot of lights here. Now, one thing that's really cool right off the bat, looking at these guys, is that the actual LEDs are almost in like a rubber housing, right? There's a lot of LEDs that you see out there that are, it's just the light, right? And you see all the little electrodes or whatever and the LEDs, but these guys are actually enclosed inside a little case, which is probably why they're good for outdoors, right? The weather's not going to get to them, but they look like a great quality light here. And we got a little plug on this end. I'm not going to unwrap these guys right now because that's a lot of lights to put around, but we will plug them in and give them a try before we go hang them up. What else do we get in the box here? You get the power cord. It's a little power brick here. It's got some weatherproof ends on it here. So that's pretty nice. You know, you're not gonna have any moisture getting in there and kind of messing things up on you. Also in the package here, we've got some clips, and these are little plastic clips here with little screws that you can just screw in, and this is gonna allow you to, you just pop the light right in there. It's gonna hold it pretty nice. So I like that. Looks like we also have some silicone rubber. Maybe that's in case you get a little damage or something on here. You might be able to fill it in with that. I'm gonna have to check out the book to verify exactly what that's for. We also get some zip ties in here, right? Maybe you just want to zip tie it to something. Maybe it's putting on a fence or something like that. So zip ties, that's convenient that they send that. And in our last little package here, we have what looks like a little LED controller, it says on it. So again, I'm gonna have to check out the book and see what this is for. I know this can work off an app, which we're also gonna check that out in a minute here. So we'll see exactly what that part is for. And it comes with a nice remote control here. So you don't have to go outside, flip on the lights, or hit any buttons on the unit itself. You could just use the remote control here to turn it on and off. Pick any color that you want. So that is everything that comes in the box here. Now let's get into trying this guy out. I'm actually going to take a look at that instruction manual first, so I know exactly how to plug this guy in, set it up, and we're going to give it a try, see what it looks like. All right, so as I thought, this guy is a signal receiver. This is going to allow the remote control to work for you. It's going to pick up the signal, tell the lights what to do. You definitely want to plug this guy in and use that along with the whole setup here. Now looking at the ends here, it's pretty easy to line these guys up. They match. And then it's got a little thing you can just screw it in here, so that way no moisture is going to get in there and you're not going to have any problems. Now on the end of the LED light strip, as well as the little controller here, if you take a look at the end, you can see that there's 4 pins here. So you want to just make sure you line those up. And there's actually a little notch that's going to help you line everything up there, so that way you don't mess anything up. Make sure you got your little red O-ring on there, and then you just go ahead and push these guys together. So some cool features about this remote control before we get going here. This remote control has the ability to work just one set of lights. It can work multiple sets of lights if you've got a couple of these guys, so you can use one remote control for, say, 5 sets of lights, or you can have multiple remote controls work multiple lights. So say you've got a set of 5 of these guys, they're outside, you know, maybe decorated for the holidays or something, and you've got 5 different remotes. You can have all the remotes work for all the lights, you know? So that way you don't have to worry about, oh, where's that one remote, right? Because each one of these kits is going to come with a remote, so you can sync it up however you want. So in my situation, I'm just going to use one LED light strip here. So in order to pair the remote control with just this one strip, 1-to-1, I'm going to hold this left button here down within the first 5 seconds of plugging this in. And I'm going to hold it, and then once the lights blink, we should be good to go and everything should be synced up. So I'm going to do that right now. So I have a plug right here. We're going to plug it in and hold that left button within the first 5 seconds of plugging this guy in. And we're going to hold this. I don't know if I need to aim it at it, but we'll do it anyway. And then the lights should blink, it said. And there we go. There's some blinking. Okay. So now we should be synced up with our remote control. You see these guys are flashing, kind of doing their own thing. And let me just hit a button here and see what we can do. Let's go blue. All right, there we go. There's some blue. So let's put this down here. So, I mean, the remote is pretty straightforward. You can click through. It's got the different colors on here. Some preset colors. You've got, you know, your red, green, and blue. You can just click on those guys. It has a timer on here, which is pretty sweet. You can go ahead and do white lights. and it's got an option you can cycle through the different colors here that are available. You also have the option to create your own colors, so you can do that if you want, and it explains how to do that in the manual if you're interested in that. These guys are pretty bright, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn them down. There's a little brightness button on here. You can make it less bright or more bright, whatever you need, or whatever you like for your situation. So there are different types of modes on here. You can hit the mode button on your remote control. It's gonna cycle through fading on and off. It's gonna cycle through different modes with different colors. So one of the really cool things about this strip is, let's say maybe it's too long, right? You don't need all 53 feet of it, right? You can cut this, and that's where the silicone comes in handy. You just put a little silicone on the end where you cut it, seal it back up, and then you're good to go. You shouldn't have to worry about any water, moisture problems, or anything like that. So you can get an app to work all this stuff, which is very handy. So we're gonna download this app and take a quick look at it and see how that works. So you wanna make sure you get your Bluetooth on, because that's how the app is gonna connect to the lights themselves. So make sure you got Bluetooth on. The next thing you want to do is grab your instruction book, because there's a QR code in there that you can scan that's going to bring you right to the app. So we're just going to go ahead and scan this guy right here. It's going to bring us to the app. We're going to go ahead and download that so we can get started using the app with this. And the app's by Lotus Lantern X. I'm going to go ahead and say get. We're going to load it up, and then we'll be right back. So we got the app loaded up. Now it says that you want to turn off the lights. So I'm going to go ahead and turn them off. I'm going to close the app. I'm going to open it back up and then turn on the lights, and it should connect right up. There we go. I'm opening up the app, and now I'm going to go ahead and turn on the lights. And as I just turned on the lights, I mean, it just connected right up. I didn't have to do anything. You can see on my little phone screen here, as we scroll around, we can change the color of the lights right here in the app, change the brightness if we'd like to. Pretty sweet. Whoop, right? Turn that back down a little bit, right? We don't blind everybody. You got some preset colors down here. You've got your classic colors down here. You can choose one of those if you want. We have different styles, so you can do white strobe flash. You got purple strobe, cyan, different color strobes. You have crossfades. There are all kinds of great stuff here in the app that you can try out. Down below here in the app, you can also change the speed if you want, make it move slower or faster, as well as adjust the brightness. Another cool thing is that this can also respond to music. So if you see on the screen here, you can allow the app to access your music, and it looks like there might even be some preset stuff in here. So if we just play, let's see what we got. Can you hear that? Little Christmas music there. Let's see what else. You guys hear that? So moving from the music, if we go to the next section of the app here, it's the microphone. So as my phone picks me up talking, the light is going to respond to me talking. And you can use your phone mic, which we see here in the app, or you can use your external mic. If you hit the microphone button, that's going to go ahead and mute it. So that's pretty cool, fun little feature. How much would you use it? I don't know, but it could be kind of cool. And the last part of the app here, you can actually schedule this thing to come on and off. You also have a handy little guide here in the app that's going to tell you what the different things do if you're interested in that. So before I get into showing you guys how I'm going to install these and what it looks like at night, because I think it's going to be pretty cool if I'm honest, you might want to know how much they cost. So in the description, there's a link over to Novostella's website where you can check out these lights. Now, at the time of this recording, these lights are going to cost you about $77, and you do have options to purchase multiple packs at once if you need more than the 53 feet that come in this roll. So if you're interested, check out the link in the description below. And quick disclaimer, I do make a small commission if you use the link and you make a purchase. Doesn't cost you guys anything extra, but I do make a few dollars, and it just helps support my channel and everything that we do here. So if you use the link and you buy something, thank you for that. So with all that said, we are going to go and install these guys. I'm going to show you what they look like at night, and I'm pretty excited to add a little ambience and atmosphere to the space I'm going to put them in. All right, let's get into installing these guys. So I decided to just zip tie these guys onto the lights I already got. You can kind of see the string lights hanging around there. So go ahead and turn them on. That's what we got. Change all the different colors you want. I'll show you another shot once it gets a little darker here, but this is kind of dusk here in Jersey. So this is kind of what they look like. Do a nice job of washing some light onto the ceiling, especially as it gets a little bit darker. Works out pretty good. So you can see changing the colors there. And I just decided not to use the clips. Thought it'd be easier to zip tie it onto the lights I already had, just based on the way the beams are running, stuff like that. So overall, I'm pretty happy with it. It looks pretty cool. What do you guys think? about wraps it up with these LED strip lights. Thank you to Novostella for sending these out to me and let me try them out, share them with you guys. So if you're in the market for looking for some cool LED lights, maybe this is something that might work for you. Thank you guys for checking out the video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Peace!